episode. This is not a real episode. This is just a preview. Eric and Brad Show. Eric and Brad Show at gmail.com. Eric and Brad Show at gmail.com. Eric's not here today. Just me. It's going to be a quick one. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun one. Starting off nice and easy. I am a little way too caffeinated for the time of day that it is. We're just going to hang out. No Eric, he's busy. He's a busy man. It's just B-Rad in the house. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see there's a lot of green today. I don't know what kind of green you call it. I call it eagle green. If you're just listening, don't worry. We have surprises for you guys too. Spotify, Apple Music. Leave a 5-star positive review. Oh, we're fired up today, baby. Leave a 5-star positive review on iTunes, on Apple, not on iTunes. iTunes doesn't exist anymore. It's 2023. 5-star positive review on Spotify. I've done that. Or on Apple Music. Or send us an email, ericandbradshow at gmail.com. It's Eric, E-R-I-C-K. Eric wants to be different. He wants to be his own, a sovereign individual, his own individual man, and spell his name like a fucking crazy person. But you can send us an email and tell us what you want us to talk about. Yeah, we're locked in today, baby. This is fucking the real deal. Oh yeah. This ain't playtime. Playtime's over. Alright? This is fucking go time, baby. Sorry, I just fucking cracked the shit out of the mic. Sorry. Game time is over. It's fucking lock and load, motherfuckers. Here we go. And music's over. Here we go. I'm trying to get my levels all right. I'm trying to get everything figured out. I hope shit's not cracking. Take these sunglasses off. Hope the mic's not popping too much. But here we are. We're ready to go. Here we go. Okay, my levels are better now. I'm going to open something here. Sponsored by Red Bull. Nope, just kidding. It's February 4th, 7 o'clock at night. Woo! Yeah! And we got a special one today. I'm not even going to count this as an actual episode because I'm not going to do an hour right now. We only have one thing to talk about. All right? We have one thing to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. What's that one thing? Oh, my lighting is all weird. Okay, we have one thing to talk about. What could it be? What could it possibly be? Why would Brad want to do a solo show? He does not have a lot of motivation in his life right now. He has some motivation, but he doesn't have enough motivation to do a one-man show. Except if it's a special time of year that something must be happening this time of year to make Brad want to do a solo show. What is going on with my stupid light behind me? Holy shit, so weird things are happening around me. I swear to God. Why is it doing that? All right, it's turning on and off. That's really going to drive me insane. But okay, it's a special time of year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. What could it be? It's the most wonderful time. Is it Thanksgiving? No. Is it summer vacation? No. Is it Christmas? No. It's something even better. Oh, fuck! Oh, my God! It's the Super Bowl! It's the most wonderful day of the year! Oh, yeah! Get your fucking blood pumping! Oh, it's fucking rock and roll time, baby! It's the fucking greatest day of the year. Oh my god. It is such a great day. A week from now. Oh, a week from now is going to be such a great day. When we are blessed. We are all truly blessed. Us that are still alive and are still kicking on this planet. Get the blessing, the pure miracle gift that the football gods come down from the heavens for one day and walk among us and say, here you go. For the other 364 days that you waited, you get this on the 365th day. You get the Super Bowl. This is your reward at the end of the rainbow. You get the Super Bowl. And to that I say thank you. Hang on 1 second. God damn it, I don't know where my fucking little remote thing is for this light. Here it is. Maybe if you... I don't know. It's driving me insane behind me. But yeah, okay, it's the Super Bowl. It's my favorite day of the year. It's all of our favorite day of the year, right? I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. This is like Christmas for adults. Because Christmas is overrated, and it's all about just buying things for people that, you know, you love, that you should be buying things for all year round, but then all of a sudden you're supposed to do it on one day of the year, which doesn't really make any sense. Or something like that. It's all commercialized. Let's make fourth quarter profits. That's what Christmas is. But the Super Bowl isn't about money. No, it's about gambling and drinking and just enjoying the pageantry, the competition, and the the goodbye of a year gone well. God, I hope I fixed that fucking light. The sayonara to another football season gone. So I have all the info that you're going to need to be prepared for this year's Super Bowl. Whether you'll be watching with friends and family, whether you'll be watching alone, whether you'll be, watching at work because some people still have to work, whether you'll be, however you celebrate the greatest day of the year, you need to know a few things. And I love the Super Bowl. I don't know why. I mean, it's really sad the following day. It's like, what goes up must come down. And the next day is just depressing because it's like, now, if you're a football fan, you have to wait a very, very, very long time for the upcoming season in September. So it's and every year after the Super Bowl, I think of Hunter S. Thompson and how he killed himself like a week after the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna kill myself, but I can relate how he killed himself a week after the Super Bowl, basically, and the start of his suicide note was football season is over, and he would notoriously get depressed very much after the Super Bowl ended. And I can relate to that. I can relate a lot to that. A lot of my life, I feel, has parallels with Hunter S. Thompson. That's a pretty dramatic over-exaggeration if you compare our lives. However, multiple times in my life, I can relate to the man. And that's one of them every year. I relate to that, how he just blew his head off on his porch with a typewriter in his lap. And because it was the week after the Super Bowl, and it's fucking depressing. I'm not going to be blowing my head or anybody else's head off a week after the Super Bowl with a typewriter on my lap on my porch. I really don't even have a porch. I definitely don't have a typewriter. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is Super Bowl 57. And as if you are watching on YouTube, you may already have known, or if you're a football fan, you obviously already know, this year is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Pretty sweet. A lot of, I think in the NFC, the Eagles are the number one scoring offense. AFC Chiefs are the number one scoring offense. Kind of sets up the stage for a high-flying, fucking shoot 'em out Super Bowl. So, who knows? Although, I know a lot of people are sick of these teams. They're not really that excited, but it could be a lot worse, you know. You guys bitch year after year about seeing Brady and all the Super Bowls and stuff, and here we go. We got Eagles versus Chiefs. Pretty sweet. I went to a Kansas City Chiefs game this year. It would be cool to see the team win that I went to see that year. Be like, oh yeah, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2023. I saw them that year. That'd be pretty cool. I think that would be cool to say. However, I ain't riding with them because the Eagles supersede everything. The 49ers are my family team. I'll root for them any day, any game, except if they play the Eagles. Then it overrides it. Love the Chiefs. Love Big Andy Reid. My all-time favorite coach. My favorite coach in the history of football is the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'll ride for him all day long. I love that man. He's a great fucking coach. He's inspirational. He's brilliant. He's a genius. Except if he plays the Eagles. It supersedes everything. So obviously that's who I'm going with. But my expectations for this year were very low. And what's interesting, we'll get into this a little bit. Fuck, this might end up being an hour. Probably not. We'll get into this a little bit, but my expectations for this year were fucking barely anything. I was like, if we win more games than we lose, that will be I will be so happy with that as a result of this season. I did not see this coming. And what's funny about that is that in almost every other area of my life, my expectations are all out of whack, which leads me ending up fucking heartbroken, let down, sad, disappointed, depressed, this and that, and let down here, let down there, because my expectations are just way too high, or either just a little bit high, but then still, in retrospect, was still too high, and you just got to try to figure the expectations out. Except with football, Eagle fans, we're ready to be disappointed year after year. It's like, even if our team wins, we're going to say this team fucking sucks. Like, if the team wins, no, well, yeah, but they still suck, and the coach still should be fired, and we need a new quarterback, and get rid of the fucking guy. He's a bum. Even if we're winning, people will say that kind of shit. That's the difference between us and, like, Dallas fans who will say their team's the greatest team, they're going to win the Super Bowl every year, and they're not fucking self-aware of their own bullshit and their own problems. And every year is just, it's our year, it's our year. Eagles fans would never say, oh, it's our year, it's our year. No, we're ready to be hurt every year. It's going to happen. Like, so my expectations, very low. So now, with the Super Bowl appearance, I just didn't see it coming. And that's nice. The lesson is, have low expectations. And you'll be pleasantly surprised when you are then in the Super Bowl. Also, that being said, I'm happy. I'm happy no matter what happens. I'm happy we made it to the Super Bowl. We won a Super Bowl 5 years ago. So to make it back this year with a new coach, new quarterback, basically a whole new roster, 5 years after winning a Super Bowl, I think is pretty fucking sweet. I'll take that any day of the week. I'll fucking take it. If you make the Super Bowl every 5 years, I'll take that all fucking day. There's teams that have never fucking made it and never won one. So I'll take that all day long. I got nothing to complain about. Even if we lose, I'm happy. That being said, we're going to fucking tear this shit up. In a week from now. This shit is going to be. We're winning too. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking winning too, baby. Okay. Super Bowl 57, Chiefs versus Eagles, Sunday, February 12th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. That makes it 3:30 p.m. West Coast time. If you're somewhere in the middle, in some shithole state, one of the Dakotas maybe, figure out your own fucking time zone. And this Super Bowl is in Glendale, Arizona. which is that stadium is a dome, which I really don't like. I think it's kind of dumb. I like the Super Bowl being outside. I really actually do like the Super Bowl being outside. The Super Bowl should be in like Miami every year, which I think that's a dome too. So that's kind of hypocritical. I don't know. I like the Super Bowl being outside. Outside in like a warmer part of the country. So in Arizona, fine. It's gonna, it is what it is. But not the biggest fan of it being in a dome. And airing on Fox, don't like that either. I think NBC does the best job with the Super Bowl. After that, I would take CBS. And then the Fox, I'm not looking forward to the broadcast being from Fox. I just don't think they do a very good job. I would take NBC overall if it was up to me. But that's just, that's just being picky, I guess. It might not really matter. I mean, every year they rotate. Next year NBC might get it, then the next year CBS, and the next year Fox. They have this all planned out, and this year is just the Fox year. I think next year it's in Vegas too. So next year I'm pretty sure it'll be in Las Vegas, which is interesting. Which I'm not too mad about, although that's a dome too. But Fox is gonna fuck something up. I just know Fox is gonna fuck something up. Average price for a ticket in Super Bowl I. I went over this last year too. I actually found my notes from last year and confirmed the price after I'd Googled it. Average price of a ticket in Super Bowl I, $12. $12. That's fucking really reasonable. Like, $12. There's nothing at that stadium this year that you can buy for $12. Like, can I get a fucking extra packet of ketchup? And they're gonna be like, yeah, it's $14.50. What? The first fucking Super Bowl, the average ticket price was $12. So average price for Super Bowl I ticket, $12. Average price for this Super Bowl, any guesses? $10,900. So and in my notes last year, it said the average price last year was $8,500. So then this year, $10,900. That's a huge fucking jump in a year, dog. The cheapest tickets this year though, $6,000, $6,000, $6,000. You could sit way up in the top of State Farm Stadium or whatever it is with your binoculars, looking down on the game and being like, "Oh, I think Eagles just scored a touchdown." There you go, $6,000. If you got $6,000 to blow, I don't know. You could say you went there. Did you see the game? No. Yeah, I went to the Super Bowl last week. Really? Did you see the game? No, I didn't see the game, but I was there. I forgot my binoculars, and I couldn't see anything. But I spent $6,000. So then there's kind of all the bets that I have that we can get into. The coin toss, people love betting on the fucking coin toss. I really don't like it. It's 50-50 odds, obviously. I've never really enjoyed betting on the coin toss. It's just it seems ridiculous. So if you want to bet on the coin toss, bet on the coin toss. Heads or tails, 50-50. I'm like, of all the bets you can bet on, like I'd rather bet on like the first song Rihanna's gonna have. I think that's like a more interesting bet. It requires, because it makes me sort of think about it. Even the Gatorade color, it makes me be like, like what color are they gonna pick? Because like someone before the game is making this decision. It's like an actual thing. Like a human made the decision about the color. The coin toss is just a random thing. So whatever. I stay away from the coin toss. National anthem. Love the national anthem bet. Love it. Last year I believe I won, and I can't remember who the fuck sang it. I have it written down somewhere. But this year it's Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton, country singer. Big long bearded guy, I believe. Biggest song is Tennessee Whiskey. Great song. I believe Chris Stapleton, if I remember this correctly, and this is kind of interesting, the last time the Eagles went to the Super Bowl in 2017, 2018. No, 2016. No. It was 2017/2018. when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, halftime show was Justin Timberlake. I believe Chris Stapleton came out during the halftime show to sing a song with Justin Timberlake. So now Chris Stapleton is singing the national anthem for this Super Bowl. Kind of strange. But that tells me a couple things. And I haven't gone and YouTubed Chris Stapleton singing the national anthem, but a lot of people have. But one thing that does for me, though, and no one's talking about this, that he performed with Justin Timberlake at the Super Bowl before, is that he's been on a stage of an audience, if you're talking about the televised audience as well, over 100 million people. And I think about this when I think about the national anthem bet. I think, are they going to be nervous? Are they going to be able to handle the pressure? Because for one, and this is going to be a hot take, and I kind of wish Eric was here to hear this. The national anthem is not a good song. It's not. It's not like a song you drive around and jam out to, and it's a really difficult song to sing. It's not like a good song, and that's why a lot of professionals fuck it up. Because it's like a hard song to get through, even for a pro. So I asked myself, is he going to be nervous? Is he a pro? Is he like a pro? Is he like a fucking professional? You know? So I say, no, he's not going to be nervous. I say, yes, he is a fucking pro. He's performed in front of giant audiences before. And he's also a country singer. And if you ask me, I think pop singers go faster. I think soul / R&B and country singers go slower. So, you know, like if it was like Aretha Franklin or Whitney Houston or something, I'd be like, she's going to go slower. And if it was like Chris Stapleton or an Eric Church or something, I'd say he's going to go slower. But if you give me a pop singer, like, say like Ariana Grande was going to do it or something, I'd be like, she's going to go faster. Just my fucking thoughts. The over-under for the national anthem that I've seen so far is 2 minutes 2 seconds, and I also saw 2 minutes 5 seconds. So, kind of it's right about the average. So, with it being right about the average for every year or whatever, I'm taking the over. I'll take the over on both of those. I'll take the over on 2 minutes 2 seconds and 2 minutes 5 seconds. He's going over that. And it is kind of a crapshoot. And also, I don't know if country singers really hold that last note. Home of the brave. And, you know, an R&B or soul singer or Whitney Houston hold that fucking note for a fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if country singers really hold that note very long. But I think he's still going to go slow. I'm still taking the over. I'm fine with it. 2 minutes 2 seconds or 2 minutes 5 seconds. Take the over. That's my advice. There's the Gatorade color bet. Kind of a fun one. I never throw too much money on it. You know, I'll throw $10 on it. The odds are blue is the most favorite. Blue, and then orange, and then lime / yellow, then red, then purple, then clear. If you put $100 on clear, you win $1,000. That's pretty good. You put $100 on clear, you win $1,000. But I don't see the Gatorade color being clear. Blue, I can see why blue's the favorite. You know, it's pretty fucking common color, also delicious. Blue, orange, lime / yellow, red, purple. So when I've thought about this in the past, I've thought, what team do I think is going to win? What's the color of the team? And then I think that they're going to make the Gatorade color the team color. I've thought about that multiple times. I can't remember how many I've won. I have it written down how many national anthem bets I've won. I have not kept track of the Gatorade color. But let's say the Eagles are going to win. Lime / green / yellow is plus 300. Lime / green / yellow. That means if you put $100 on it, you win 300. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say, and that's a risky bet. So if I put $10 on green / yellow, and that's the color that gets dumped on the coach, then I win $30. I think that's fair. Either that or you go blue, and you it's basically even odds. It's you put $10 on blue, If it's blue, you win $10. You win $10. You get your $10 back. You win $10, and then another 10. But that's if it's blue. I'd probably just roll the dice and go lime/green/yellow, and either you lose 10, you win 30. Then you can bet on things like first commercial, Doritos or M&Ms. And the favorite between Doritos and M&Ms is M&Ms, which is kind of crazy. Wait a second. -1, put 125, you win 100. Yeah, the favorite is M&Ms, which that's actually interesting. I think Doritos. I don't really feel like there's a lot of M&M commercials. There might be like one or two. I feel like there's fucking Doritos commercials every break. I'd probably take Doritos in that, even though M&M's is the favorite for some reason. Oh wait, Doritos is the favorite. I'm sorry, Doritos is the favorite over M&M's. I'd probably take Doritos. That makes a lot of sense. M&M's ain't coming out first out of the gate like that. Hot? No way. Doritos. That's easy money. Then you can bet the first commercial, Heineken or Budweiser. And the favorite in that is heavy favorite to Budweiser. Heavy favorite. Whoo! And that's easy money too. You could even do a little parlay right there and say Doritos and Budweiser, throw a 10 or throw a 20 on that. That'd be interesting. That's a nice little bet. Because it's for sure Budweiser. Heineken's not coming out fucking hot like that. That ain't happening. But I like Budweiser and I like Doritos for the first commercials over M&M's and Heineken. And then we got the halftime show, and love the halftime show. I mean, sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it, but either way, I enjoy that it exists, and I like to nerd out over it, kind of, and just really try to figure out what the fuck's going on here. And it's Rihanna this year, which is so fucking interesting because for the past few years, everybody's been saying they want Rihanna or Taylor Swift for the halftime show. That's it. Those are the only names being fucking thrown out there, okay? Last year, Eminem, Dr. Dre, I almost said Tupac. Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar. No one was throwing those names out there, right? That was just a surprise we got. Like, these are the performers. The year before, I think was The Weeknd the year before. I could be wrong. No one was throwing that name out there either. People are only throwing two names out there, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Taylor Swift. And I've had this theory over the past few years where I'm like, I think that they're out of people to perform because they don't really like doing repeats. And I'm like, who do you have to go to other than those two artists? And I don't want to see a Taylor Swift halftime show, but it's going to happen. And it's kind of shocking that this Rihanna one's happening because her last live performance was February 27th, 2019. The last time she performed. February 27th, 2019. Her last album release, 2016. She hasn't released an album in fucking 7 years. But don't get me wrong. This is who the halftime show should be. There's nobody else that it should be. It should be her. Like 100%. But it makes me a little nervous. And I don't know if performing is like riding a bike. But I don't think, even the biggest artists in the world, you ain't performed to 120 million people before until you do the Super Bowl, if you ask me. So it still makes me nervous. Over the years, we've had a lot of professionalism. Last year, fucking my second favorite halftime show of all time. Those guys killed it. I was very nervous, but those kind of people want to be in the spotlight. They want the mic in their hand, and they just embrace it. They grab that fucking moment. They grab the spotlight, and that's what they're there for. So, and Rihanna will do that. She'll be just fine. It's interesting. No album since 2016. She's had a baby since then. Hasn't performed live in 4 years, which is kind of unique because artists that they've got to do the halftime show, I think, perform like regularly up until the halftime show, or at least way more regularly than this. So to not perform for 4 years and then do the halftime show at the Super Bowl is fucking pretty gangster. I'm not gonna lie. And after this, every halftime show whatever artist does it always releases new music afterwards, or announces a tour, and she'll be doing that. She'll be announcing a fucking world tour, or possibly a new album announcement with like a single dropping. Everybody takes advantage of it because they don't get paid to do it. So they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try to get 100 million people. I'm gonna try to get my song stuck in the head of 100 million people. So the next day, their streams go way up and sales go way up the next day. This happens to everybody, and they're like, I'll release a song the next day, release a tour the next day with tickets or whatever. And while I'm sort of in the zeitgeist, while I'm in everybody's mind, and that'll happen. But I still, and I wanted to bring this up to Eric. I still don't know like who you go to next after this, other than Taylor Swift. Who do you go to? And the halftime show of the Super Bowl is completely up to one man, and his name's Jay-Z. Okay, like 3 years ago, the NFL said they picked up the whole halftime show and all the responsibilities for it and threw it at Jay-Z and said, "You fucking figure it out now, dog. It's all you." So it's all him. He's picking all the artists, managing everything, all the surprises and everything. He does the whole halftime show is his. And he's given us The Weeknd. He's given us Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, and now he's giving us Rihanna. All those make a lot of sense coming from Jay-Z. Who does he have next? I don't really know. Other than he's not going to do it. He might make an appearance at this one, which would be fucking pretty sweet, but which I could see. But I just don't know who you go to next, other than Taylor Swift. But then after that, who do you go to? Like in the last 10 years, we haven't had these artists that are like a Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson, so I don't know. All the artists today are like small compared to the big legacy acts in the past that they've been able to get for the halftime show. U2, fucking Bruce Springsteen, The Who. They've gone through all these these huge rock bands and stuff. Prince. And it's like, who do you have to go to? I really don't know. It's fascinating to see who they pick. Because in my opinion, they only had 2 left to pick. And this year is one of them. So you can bet on the color of her first outfit. The colors to bet on: black, gold, silver, white, green, purple, pink, red, blue, brown, yellow, orange. If you're going to bet on this, which I might, I'm going black. And black is even odds. So put $100 on black, you'd win $100 if it is in fact black. Orange, the least likely amount, is plus 1,800, which means if you put $100 on orange and her first outfit color is orange, you win $1,800 and your $100 back. But guess what? She ain't coming out in orange, dog. This is a Super Bowl. I'm going black. It's safe. It's safe as fuck. You can bet on first song. And I do enjoy the first song bet. When it was a Maroon 5 Super Bowl, I had it in my head and I was like, I know exactly what their first song should be. It should have been Payphone. Okay? But it wasn't Payphone, and that fucking halftime show was awful. It was terrible. It got all fucked up, and I was like, they didn't do what I fucking wanted them, what I thought they should do, and it turned out shitty. They should have listened to me, and that first song should have been fucking Payphone. And so anyway, but first song this year, you got a ton of options. Diamonds, Don't Stop the Music, This Is What You Came For, Lift Me Up, What's My Name, Stay, Umbrella, We Found Love, Where Have You Been, Needed Me, Work. This is a tough choice. Some of these songs she ain't even gonna do. I'm very curious to see, sort of the set list that comes, and I really, it's so hard to pick a first song. I'll tell you this: I don't think it's gonna be. It won't be Umbrella. You don't come out with that. She's definitely doing that song, but she ain't coming out the gate with it. That's just like that comes sort of towards the end or the middle. Diamonds, maybe, and that's the most likely odds. Diamonds. I don't know. That's a really tough bet. When after I see the show, I'll be like, okay, it makes sense because I think her and Jay or whatever will pick the right song. So I'm curious to see which one she comes out with. But I would say I don't think it would be Umbrella. I think you save that. And then you can bet on if she opens an umbrella. Will Rihanna open an umbrella during the halftime show? And it's plus 175. So if you put $100 on yes, and she opens an umbrella, not just these bets are very specific. Will she open an umbrella? Not just take one from a dancer that's already open. Will she open one? And it's plus 175. So if you put $100 down, then you win 175 if she opens an umbrella. That's kind of that's a little bit risky, but I actually kind of like it. $10 on that would then win you $1,750. I could see it happening. I really, really feel, once I saw that bet, I was like, okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. She would open an umbrella. Why wouldn't she? Now it's like, it's obvious. Of course she's gonna. But I don't know. That's kind of a risky one, but it's a very interesting one. And that's it for the halftime show. Then there's a bet. Will state the number of beers sold at State Farm Stadium. Over under 120,000. Okay, people. Y'all are drinking way too much. I'm sorry. It seats 63,000 people. So if there's 63,000 people there, well, that's why the number is 120,000. And in the bet, it just said, will number of beers sold at State Farm Stadium during the game over under 120,000. And then I'm like, let me Google how many seats are at State Farm Stadium. 63K. So that's how they got the 120,000. These slimy little bastards with their bets. They're betting on 2 beers per person on average. Or one guy's going to have 0 and one guy's going to have 4. But they're betting an average of approximately 2 beers per person. So you can say, will they go over 120,000 beers sold or under 120,000 beers sold? Okay, if everybody drinks 2 in the stadium, you don't have drinking problems. It just seems like people have drinking problems when I'm picturing in my head 120,000 beers consumed. Okay, it's a lot of alcohol. If you really want, I'm not gonna bet on that. I'd actually probably take the under. I'm feeling the under. I don't know if I went to the Super Bowl, shocker, and I know Eric would just fall over backwards out of his chair. But I wouldn't be drinking beer, but that's just me. Just because it's I don't know, it is what it is. But I'd actually take the under 120K, and 63,000 people will be there. I said, give me the under. I don't think there's a lot of these wives, and it's all corporate fucking bullshit. Coca-Cola corporate passes being given out to people. I don't think people are gonna. It's not like real fucking Eagles fans that are going to be there getting fucked up. There'll be some of that, but it's mostly just corporate bullshit and people bringing their, 63,000 seats. How many of those, that's a good question. How many of those seats are people under 21? A lot. A lot of people, a lot of kids are going to be there. Think about that. You got to take the beers away from them, and then if you're betting the over of 120,000 and then give those beers to other adults, I'm actually going to take the under on that. Then every year you can do this, bet on if the Bitcoin price during the game goes up or down. Every year they have this bet. Stay away from that. That's a terrible bet. I'd stay far away from that. That's basically a coin toss, right? And then you can bet, will the power go out during the Super Bowl? Oh, 1 year the power goes out during the Super Bowl, and then for the rest of our lives, we have the bet, will the power go out during the Super Bowl? Yes is plus 1,600. So if you put $100 on yes and the power goes out, you win $1,600. Here's what we should do. Here's what me and Eric are going to do. We're going to start driving tonight, and we're going to get to Glendale, Arizona in a week, and we're going to put all of our life savings. We could probably come up with 6 figures, me and Eric, and we're going to put it all on yes that the power will go out during the Super Bowl. Dude, they should make a movie out of this. Fuck. God damn it, that's a good idea. Or like we should make our own fucking movie if somehow we could pull it off. And we're gonna put all of our money on yes. So plus 1,600. I'm gonna fuck the math up. You put $100 on it, you win 1,600. If we put $100K on yes, how much money would we win? Is it 1.6 million? I think it's 1.6 million. It's either 1.6 million or it's fucking 16 million. It's one or the other. I can't do the math. Everybody else listening can do the math for me. But what we're going to do is we're going to put $100,000 on yes. And then we're going to drive down there, and during the game, we're going to figure out how to cut the fucking power. And if we cut the power and go to jail, you're only going to jail for a few months, dog. I don't think you're going to jail for that long. All we got to do is find the breaker room and just start hitting breakers. It's not that hard. We've all shut power off to things before. Find the breaker room, start hitting breakers. If there's a couple guards we have to tase along the way, so be it. We're not going to kill anybody. So that's actually a pretty good idea. And then you do a couple months in jail if you get caught. And then we have either 1.6 million or 16 million. Win-win either way, right? That's interesting shit. But if you fail somehow, then you lost $100,000. But we ain't failing, dog. No, we ain't failing. This shit is too big to fail, right? This is like the Titanic. This shit is just too big to fail. This is a good plan. I really actually am really proud of the plan I just came up with. So plus 1,600 on yes. No is minus 100 or minus 15,000. So if you put $100 on no, will the power go out during the Super Bowl? You put $100 on no, you win 70 cents. That's how bad. That's how much no is favored. That's so fucking crazy. If you say no, the power won't go out during the Super Bowl, and the power doesn't go out, and you win the bet, $100 wins 70 cents. That is just so stupid. I'd stay away from that bet unless you want to throw like $1 on yes. Actually, I'd probably do that. I'd probably throw $1 on yes, and then if the power does go out during the Super Bowl, you win $160 off $1. I'd throw $1 on that. Yeah, and people would be like, "Well, the reason that the payout's so good is because the odds are so bad." Yeah, okay, I'll throw $1 on anything. If it's 1 in 10,000 odds, you want to throw $1 on it? Yeah, I'll throw $1 on it. Duh. So I'd throw $1 on that. I probably will actually. Maybe I'll throw 2 on that. So then if I win $320. Anyway. So that's just some fun stuff. And I like to go through and make a couple bets, fun little bets. And I don't even really keep track of them during the game. I'll have a couple in the back of my head, and then just check it afterwards, see if I did. But I don't put $1,000 down, $300, $400. No, I don't want to try to ruin the game too much. Like, it's all just for fun. It's not about being stressed and freaked out. It's just about enjoying it. It's just about enjoying this blessed day that the Lord Jesus gives us once a year, and the Eagles are in it. And then the final thing is that as of now, 1 week beforehand, the line, the game line is Chiefs plus 1.5, Eagles minus 1.5. And that means, my friend, that the Eagles are favored by 1.5 against the Chiefs. Oh, shit. Eagles minus 1.5, Chiefs plus 1.5. Although the line will shift a little bit in a week from now. the line will definitely shift. But overall, that's basically even. That's about as close to even as you can get. So it's an even line, which I think we've seen Super Bowls before where it's like -6 or something, like a 6-point favorite. This is an even fucking line. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. It's gonna be fucking amazing. So even line, like it's anybody. That means it's anybody's game. It's just it is fantastic, and I just a lot of people just are hating on the matchup, and I'm not gonna let their fucking hate get me down. We need this one. Come on, baby, we fucking need this one. But yeah, that's it. That's it for the show, and I don't know if we'll be back next week. We might be, we might not be. God bless America. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're coming to fuck you guys up, fucking Kansas City Chiefs. I swear to God. This is fucking locked down. This is Rocky, baby. This is fucking Meek Mill. This is the fucking city that should be... Hang on. This is the fucking city that should be our nation's capital, okay? This is the greatest city in the greatest fucking country in the world, okay? This is a city of brotherly love. This is the city of people like Bill Cosby, Will Smith, okay? This is the greatest fucking team in the National Football League. The Kansas City Chiefs don't want shit on us, okay? We're coming to fuck you guys up. Fuck you, fuck Arizona, fuck the other 31 NFL teams. I don't give a fuck. We need this, alright? We're coming. We got God on our side, and we're gonna fuck your shit, if you ask me. This it's not fucking fuck around time. This is fucking serious time. This is time to lock and load. Fly, Eagles, fly, motherfuckers. I ain't fucking around. Okay? This is serious. This is separate the men from the boys. It's time to fucking lock in and focus. This is watch Rocky. You know what I'm saying? And fucking get ready. Grab your nuts and get fucking ready to go. This is how we do it. Eric and Brad Show. Super Bowl preview. What up, yo? See you guys later.